In this video, you're gonna learn how to ride in the sand. What's up guys? Tyler Livesey here at Spokes Moto Park. The long-awaited sand riding video is here. And we've got 5 awesome things that are gonna improve that for you. All right guys, I wanna give you the formal invite. We haven't done this on YouTube before, but we're gonna host camps and we want you guys to come to them. Click the link in below. We're gonna have them at this beautiful place with multiple different tracks and 11 miles of trails called Spokes Moto Park here in Lockhart, Texas. Like I said, click the link below to check out the dates and come see us. The first thing we're gonna talk about today is body position. How does that differ from when you're riding on tracks that have great traction and or hard packed tracks? The answer is your body weight is gonna be more neutral to the back of the bike, right? So your standing body weight's gonna be a little further back, especially if the sand is really thick, to get the most amount of traction to the back tire. Think of it like this. If you plant your body weight over the front of the bike and you're going through really loose dirt, the back tire has the option to spin more than it does to hook up. If you move your hips back, you put the body weight over the back tire, we're now gripping and getting the bike to drive forward. That's one really important thing, is making sure the body weight moves a little further back at all times. Another thing is when you're seated in the corners, you don't want to snap to the front of the bike as much as you would if you were in a rut or in more of a loamy condition. The reason for this is you don't want to push the front end out from under you in the corners by having too much weight on the front tire. I know in a lot of our videos and on other track conditions, we're trying to weight the front tire so we can get the knobbies to grip. In this case, the ground is so loose that you want to be more centered on the bike, so you're pushing both tires into the ground kind of at the same rate. That way we're getting the most traction possible and not giving more traction to one end of the bike or the other. All right, the second thing we're going to talk about is track awareness. And a lot of what I mean by that is line awareness and understanding that the track changes lap to lap when you're riding in the sand. If you're on a track that has more than one rider just being you can count on the fact that when you come around the next lap, you're going to be looking at a different canvas. So what's going to help in that is that you're looking a little further ahead than what you normally would. You can adjust immediately before you go into whatever section that is changed. The third thing I want to talk about is bike setup. So a lot of people don't understand is that you're going to adjust your suspension stiffness based on how soft the dirt is. And the nice rule of thumb that I like to think of, it's easy for me, is that the softer the dirt, the harder the suspension. The harder the dirt, the softer the suspension. So what I like to do when the track gets really soft is I'll stiffen the suspension so it stays a little higher in the stroke, because you don't want to push down in the sand. You want to think of kind of riding on top of the sand so you can keep your momentum up. And I'll also slow the rebound down on my clickers, because the bumps naturally form further apart in sand than they do on regular loamy clay dirt. So you would speed your rebound up on hard packed dirt, slow your rebound down on soft dirt. As Ricky Carmichael would once say, step number 4 is going to be, how comfortable are you being uncomfortable? So when you're riding the sand track, just go around the track with a little more of a relaxed mind. Take some deep breaths. Understand that the bike's going to dance. I say the bike's dancing underneath you, and that's really what it's doing. You let it move. You just stay stable on top of it. Let it go one way, let it come back the other. Learn to dance with the bike, baby. The fifth thing we're going to talk about today is not overriding the motorcycle. What you'll notice if you watch the really good guys ride in the sand, they don't turn the throttle on super hard at any given moment. They're carrying more of a constant speed around the track. So when I talk about overriding the motorcycle, what I mean is driving into the corners super hard, stuffing the bike in the corners, and trying to drive really hard out of the corners. We think about a constant 15 mile an hour is better than a 20 to 2 back to 20. All right guys, we hope you liked the sand riding video, and more importantly, we hope it improves your riding at home. If you do enjoy these videos, there's always more to catch. We've got our Patreon account that always needs love. And don't forget, we're posting awesome videos on Instagram down here, and find that subscribe button and push it, please. Peace.